Mary Trimble, your astrologer and tarot card reader, here with your readings for April the 13th through April the 19th. And I'm doing this a little differently. I am sorry for the major delay, but I have been ill, darling. I have not been well. And I am making a slow recovery, hence me not being on screen. But I'm determined to get these out to you today. And I'm going to... I'd love some feedback, guys, on this new format. I am going to be giving you a more tailored astrological horoscope while I am giving you the reading at the same time, the tarot reading. So this is for Leo. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Leo for April the 13th through the 19th? I want to give a shout out to Norton, who was carjacked. He lives in Birmingham, in England, and he was carjacked and was roughly thrown out and cracked his hip because they'd thrown him down so roughly, and he had to have a hip replacement. So Norton, I hope you're watching this, and I hope that you are recovering speedily, and you'll be up and running in no time, or hopping maybe. Anyway, just a shout out to Norton. So now let's look, let me just pull these cards first, and then we'll look at what's going on astrologically for you guys. 3 cards for, oh gosh, look at that. Oh, I'm going to just take that one. Oh, there we are. This is for your sun, moon, and rising, guys. So check out your moon and rising. All the links to the other videos will be below. If they're not there immediately, give it some time, because it takes me a time to get them all up and on. But at the end of the video, there'll be a link to a playlist, and you can find what's up in the playlist. You know, all the videos that will be uploaded will be in there, and eventually I'll have them below in the show more section. Also, if you want a personal reading, you'll find information there about my astrology group as well, and my Patreon page. So all the links are below. Okay, 2 more cards for Leo, please. 2 more. Oh, there we go. 2. Okay, look at that. Okay. Oh, gosh, sorry. Oh, still going through a little recovery here. Okay, guys, so listen, the only thing that's happening exact this week is that the sun moves into Taurus on the 19th, on Sunday. We still have the energy from Pluto and Jupiter, and you can see if you're actually, I really talked about that in my astrology group. I did a live feed in the astrology group last week, so join that. It's a private group. Asked to join that, and I talked about the Jupiter and Pluto conjunction, so check that out when you go to my Facebook group. Now, for you guys, you've got the Pluto and Jupiter conjunction in your 6th house, your house of work, of daily routines. That's been disrupted. And Pluto, it's also about health and wellness, and also sickness. So you've definitely, you know, there's definitely some issues there with your health, and definitely for Norton, because he had to have a hip replacement, which was awful. So everybody's daily routines are being, you know, look, Pluto's the planet of death and rebirth. It's transformation. So things are changing in a major way. Definitely for work. So some of you have lost your work. You've lost your jobs, may not get them back, but But you have Jupiter also in there. So there's a definite recovery. Jupiter is abundance. It's bigger, better, more. It's expansion. So whereas Pluto is death and rebirth, you've got Jupiter, that abundant, beautiful, lucky planet. Also in the same house. So, you will recover. All right. So, a change, definite change, a major change. Now, the sun moving into Taurus is happening in your house of career, so things are really changing. Well, first of all, you've got Uranus going through your house of career and profession. So there's major changes going on there for you, Leo. At this time, there's a lot of change happening. And with the sun moving into that, it's like the sun is auspicious. It's beautiful. Look, you've got the sun here too. Anyway, let me just clarify these. These are clarifying cards for Leo. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Leo through these clarifying cards? Please clarify. Oh, this is the Two of Wands. Please clarify the Two of Wands. Beautiful. Please clarify karma. This is Pluto, darling. Look. Oh, there we go. And please clarify the sun. Look at this. Pluto, I feel that this is like Pluto and Jupiter conjunct. Please clarify. Okay. So let's get back to what's going on. So the sun is coming into your house of career. So this is a beautiful. So these are nice surprises are coming in, and you have Venus in your house of friendship and community. So Venus is really shining a light on how you're projecting yourself out to the public. So that can be online. You could be doing things online. You could be, doing live feeds or perhaps, readings or whatever it is that you can do online. You can be doing, look, my friend is doing these cocktails online. He started doing them because he was furloughed. And so he's been doing these incredible cocktails, but in kind of in a different way. They're really interesting. So he's reinventing himself, right? Now you also have Mercury in your house of spirituality. So I feel, okay, before I go on to that, you've got the Venus is in your house of friendship. And so you're connecting with friends. This is about relationships. And what's really interesting is you have this gorgeous, harmonious connection to Mars in your house of relationship. And Mars and Venus are the archetype lovers, right, in the zodiac. And you have this connection between the two, one in the public arena, so friendships, and one in your relationship area. So the communication, I feel, will be is enhanced during this time. But also you can, and this is a beautiful, harmonious relationship. So I feel that your relationships are doing, even though there can be a little frustration here and there, Leo, I feel that you really are connecting with friendship and loved ones, and in a beautiful way. And now you do have Saturn moving into you. It's in Aquarius in your house of relationship. So there's some restriction there, and that that can be your quarantine. So there's some kind of restriction going on, which is not surprising for all of us. So you've got this kind of so I feel that you're connecting with people, not physically, but actually via the internet or video calling or on the phone or online with online groups and things. This is a beautiful way to connect with them. So it's almost like you're connecting with people, but in a detached way almost. So it's like social distancing, but connecting with people. Look, you could be shouting to neighbors out the window, you know, you could be, you know, engaging in online groups and things like that. So this is definitely going on for you right now. And you have the Mercury in your house of spirituality and adventure. So in your mind, and it's very active, so your mind is very active on spirituality, on adventures. You could be planning kind of, you know, going away once this pandemic is, you know, is over. You could be planning a trip somewhere far away. You know, maybe people are thinking, you know, this is like carpe diem. We really need to kind of grab the moment, and we've got to make the most of it. We've got to do things before we are unable to do things, right? So maybe that's a possibility. Now, the first card out for you is the Two of Wands. Now, this is saying that you have the world in the palm of your hands. So it's interesting that you have Mercury in your house of adventure and travel, long distance travel. And even if you aren't physically traveling, you can be doing that. Because also Wands is about communication, and it's about thought process, right, as well. So you can be really planning perhaps a trip later on that you want to go on. And this could be a spiritual retreat. You know, there are many ways of looking at this, but this is saying that you have a path forward. Maybe you have two paths forward, but I feel that there's no... he's looking out onto the horizon, his horizons. He's broadening his horizons. It's about looking further afield. It's looking farther away. It's like having, what do I want to say, bigger aspirations and plans going forward. Don't restrict yourself. I feel that you may have restricted yourself in this area, but you have the world in the palm of your hands. You can do whatever you want, Leo. And look here, the next card clarifying the Two of Pentacles is the Two of Wands is the Six of Wands, and this is being celebrated. So this is public accolades. This is you receiving wonderful, look, this can be a raise, it can be a promotion, a new job, it can be you getting through a difficult time and people are cheering you on and saying, wow, you've done a really good job and you're wonderful. And, you know, this can be as small as a child saying you're the best mum, dad, uncle, aunt, cousin, brother, sister, whatever it is, you know. Publicly saying something wonderful about you, and or it could be somebody, you know, praising you on social media, and you know what, or it could be, you know, and the Academy Award goes to Leo. I mean, it can be small, but whatever this is public accolades. If you are working, it can be promotion, it can be a job, a new job, it can be a new career. Whatever it is, you are doing well and you are being celebrated. Now, the next card out is Karma. And this is really Pluto, right? This is like this is a call to duty, actually, right? This karmic card. It's known as the Judgment card. So this is about paying off your karmic debt. This is about things coming up that you have to deal with. Things are coming up for you that from the unconscious to the conscious. This is like, and can be a call to duty. It's really interesting that this moon, it's like an eclipse, right here. So things are changing. Remember that everything you do has a karmic value. So think about every decision that you make. And also this is like, how can you help society? How can you raise the vibration of others? How can you be there for others? And you know, this is the old you. I always think of this as like kind of being in the hallway, right? The old you has to die off, right? This is rebirth. This is very apropos for, you know, Easter Sunday. I'm doing this reading on Easter Sunday. I'm recording it. Hopefully I'll get this out. Some of you will get this out tonight. Some of you will get it tomorrow. Sometimes it takes a while to upload and edit and stuff. But this is, yes, this is karma, darling. Remember that this is whatever you've sown is coming up. This is a karmic time. It's Pluto. You know, this is a Plutonic year. You know, astrologers have been saying this for ages. Life before 2020 and life after 2020. This is you know, the old us. We have to kill that off. We've got to let it go. We've got to let it die. The old way of doing things, the old us. And look, clarifying the karma card is the Temperance card, right? And this is all about balance. Look, very simply, the Temperance card mantra is everything in moderation, because sometimes with karma we can, you know, when things are changing at such an intense level, we can, you know, go to things that help us kind of cope with you know, trauma or tragedy. We might drink too much, smoke too much, watch too much television, you know, eat too many sweets, whatever it is, you know, because we're stuck in the house, we might just, you know, become inert and not active enough. I know that kind of happened to me because I was forced to be inert. And you can fall into doing too much of all kinds of things. So you want to be aware that your mantra should be everything in moderation. Stay balanced, right? 1 foot in spirituality, 1 foot grounded on the ground. It's like, you know, remember that, you know, not to get carried away. You also have the moon conjunct Neptune in your house of transformation. So this is really a transformative time for you, Leo. You are really going through major changes, like, you know, most of us. So the next card you have out is the Sun card. And this is beautiful, right? The Sun is about, this is about being joyous, being free. It's about allowing the inner child to come out. It's also about creativity and entertainment. So this is like the sun is shining on you. The sun is moving into your house of career and profession and how you portray yourself into the world, how you are perceived by others. This is a beautiful time. You know, the white horse is purity, so it's that child. Let your inner child come out and play. You know, be joyous. Tap into that joy, darling. It's, you know, it's so easy to tap into the fear and the uncertainty, but we need to really raise our vibrations. We need to raise the conscious, you know, our consciousness. We need to raise up and focus on what's wonderful. What can we create during this time, right? And look, clarifying, the sun is the 8 of Wands, and this is beautiful. The 8 of Wands is all these opportunities are coming to you and landing on your feet, at your feet. I feel that, you know, Leo, this is going to be ultimately a wonderful week. You really have to remember that you've got to look out for these opportunities. They're going to come at you fast and furious. So stay in the joy, you know, raise your vibration, you know, meditate and connect with that inner love and strength of your higher self and the collective. But remember to protect yourself, because empaths can really kind of, you know, get knocked down during this time, because you can feel too much and tap into the, you know, you could really tap into the suffering of the collective. So you want to kind of rise above it and look for a way of protecting yourself from that. Leo, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video if you did. Comment, give me feedback on this new format. Let me know if you enjoyed it. And subscribe if you haven't already, and share so that I can get this, I can get this out to as many people as possible. That would really help me. Thank you so much, guys. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.